3, 2, 1. Spirit Cheer Championship.
Oh yeah, we in the lead. We way too fast, they do the dash and still not up to speed.
Spirit oh yeah, Cheer Championship.
Let's go at night. Let's go at night. Let's go at night.
We're live in 5, 6, 7, 8.
Welcome, everybody. Good evening, and welcome to the first ever Spirit Up Virtual Cheer Championship. I am your host, Steve Solberg, and I have been waiting forward to tonight for a while. I knew this was going to be a lot of fun. I just want to say, first of all, a shout out to cheeranddancemusic.com. If you enjoyed that intro music, cheeranddancemusic.com made that for me. So shout out again to cheeranddancemusic.com, and a special shout out to my friend Kylan, who put together that awesome intro video. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'll show it again later because I think it's just that dope. So I thought it was awesome. But it looks like a bunch of you are watching right now, and I am, again, excited. I am your host, Steve Solberg, and we are ready to get into this. This whole year has been crazy. We've been very blessed for so many schools around here to be able to have cheer, to be able to do be on the Friday Night Lights sidelines. But then again, for many of them to start competing, to get their routines together. Some of the teams that you're going to see tonight have literally only had a few weeks to be able to put this routine together, which is unbelievable and phenomenal. And just an absolute, from the coaching, from the athletes, just kudos to you guys for putting all this stuff together. It has just been an unbelievable time here for everyone. So again, the order of performances tonight, we are going to start out with our timeout divisions. We're going to have junior high timeout, followed by small high school timeout. Then large high school timeout will round out our timeout divisions. Then we're going into what they call the traditional, which will be junior high, followed by junior varsity, followed by Varsity C, followed by Varsity A. We are going to actually bring in our judging panel. Yes, you'll get to actually hear from the judges tonight, kind of just how it was to judge virtually, and then also kind of what they saw from the videos and give some good feedback live here to you guys as you prepare for IASP State. And then, of course, we're going to end everything with our awards ceremony. So that will be a ton of fun. I see a bunch of comments already. People are just going, wow, crazy here with it. It's great, man. Good luck to everybody. That is awesome. More good luck wishes from Kennedy. Good luck wishes from Kara, or Kara, if I pronounced that wrong. I'm sorry. I mean, it's going to be great. And we just have so many people giving shout outs here, which is great. So again, if you have a favorite team when they're performing, give them a shout out. And I'll definitely make sure that we are able to hopefully get your shout outs up there for everybody to see. But I don't know about you guys, but I am ready to get started. And so on the bottom here, you're going to see a little bit of a ticker. And so from there, I'm going to show you guys from there, you see in the bottom, the order of performances. To keep it simple, we're just going to go alphabetical to keep it very simple. So again, with the junior high timeout, first will be Grimmer, followed by Kaler Middle School, followed by Silver Creek, and then we will round out the junior high timeout division with Westfield Middle School. And so, again, we are going to start with Grimmer Middle School here in our junior high timeout division. So everybody enjoy. I will be kind of going in back and forth between each performance. Give it a minute or two. And then later in the show, we do have some of the coaches joining me to talk about their season and how everything was going. So without further ado, let's get to our first performance ever for the Spirit Up Virtual Championships. And that is going to be Grimmer Middle School timeout. Good luck, ladies, and enjoy. Great job, Grimmer Middle School, with the Timeout Division starting things off. I see some comments. Sound might be low. Again, remember, this should be coming from your computer, so make sure you turn up your volume on your computer. I have my computer all the way up, so I know on my end, the sound should be completely full blast. So again, if you're having any sound areas, make sure you turn it up on your computer, as that should probably help, or on whatever device you are watching it on. You can turn on the volume through the YouTube app also. So make sure that you are turning things up. But we had some great shout outs here from Cindy. Good luck to Grimmer. Grimmer did great. Peyton, good job, Grimmer. I agree. I thought they did great. From Michelle, awesome job. Yes, the ladies did a great job from Grimmer. So awesome way to start off our competition here. All right. So next up, we're going to have Taylor Middle School is going to keep things going here in our junior high timeout division. Good luck. And that was Kaler Middle School keeping the junior high timeout division going. Good job, ladies. We had some nice shout outs from Peyton. Come on, Colts. From Michelle, let's go, Kaler. From Grace, hey, let's go, Kaler. Good luck from Abeson. I mean, awesome. I love the shout outs, everybody. Again, as quickly as I can, I will get them up for you so that everybody can feel the love from everybody watching so far. So we're going to keep things going here in the junior high timeout division. And next up, we have Silver Creek Middle School. Looks like we have a lot of Silver Creek fans watching right now, which is great. From Liv, good luck, Silver Creek. From Heather, good luck, SC. Just a lot of great shout outs here for the team coming up next, which is Silver Creek Middle School, who's going to keep things going here in our junior high timeout division. Coming up here in about 4 seconds, as soon as I can just get her ready. All right. Up next, Silver Creek Middle School, junior high timeout division. Enjoy. And that was Silver Creek Middle School in the junior high timeout division. This has been great so far. Yes, Creek has been bringing it. Great job, Creek, from Kennedy. Nice job, Creek. A lot of Silver Creek fans out here. So this is great, showing their love, which is awesome. So to round out our junior high division, we have Westfield Middle School, which is going to round out our fourth team in a very competitive division, junior high timeout. We're going to have Westfield Middle School. Good luck. And that was Westfield Middle School rounding out our junior high timeout division. Man, a lot of great shout outs. Go Westfield. That is awesome. Nice job, ladies. You got it, Westfield. Yes, they did great. Good job, Westfield. Amazing job. Yes, I think this was just an awesome division. This was so much fun, and I'm so glad that people are enjoying it. I know that there's some people that are having some sound difficulties. I don't know what's going on. I apologize for that. I hope that we can figure things out. I have heard, though, on phones, it's been fine. It's just maybe through computer for some reason that it's been a little bit low. So I apologize for that. But I hope that we can get everything figured out here for you in a second. But we're going to keep things going here with our next division, which is the high school timeout division. Now, this year at IASP State, they have done something new. So they have actually split that division into small schools and to large schools. And so for schools with enrollment of 900 or less, they are actually going to be in the small high school division. And then for those with 901 and above enrollment, they're going to be in the large high school division. So hopefully, everything's working out. Yes, I have some confirmation here that on the phone, it's crystal clear. It's great. You can hear everything. So I don't know what's going on with computers for some reason, but hopefully the sound will be figured out here and everybody can get everything figured out. But yeah, we're going to move on to the small high school timeout division, which again is 900 or less. All right. Again, 900 or less for those that are competing in the small high school division against the new category that has been put together by the IASP. And we're going to start it off with Clinton Prairie High School. Yes, Clinton Prairie High School. I will be starting this off here in 1 second. And that was Clinton Prairie High School. I'm so sorry about the sound difficulties. I am still figuring things out. But it looks like if I unplug my headset and then unmute, it looks like we're fixing the sound problem. So I will definitely think I have figured out. Because Clinton Prairie kind of cut out there, I am going to replay Clinton Prairie so everybody can watch it and hopefully hear it again. And hopefully that is going to be, so please keep commenting. I want to make this as best as I can. Again, we're working with technology here and just trying to figure things out for the volume and everything. So hopefully the volume is better for everybody in regards to hearing the teams, because it sounds like you can hear me just fine. So again, hopefully everybody can hear these performances again. So once again, we'll do Clinton Prairie, and then after Clinton Prairie will be Northwood High School. All right, so that was Clinton Prairie. And again, I just am apologizing for these technical difficulties with the sound. I hope it gets better. But again, it sounds like on the phone, it's fine. So hopefully, if you are able to just maybe watch on a phone, it's a little bit better. So we're going to move on here, and we're going to go to Northwood High School. Northwood High School's first time competing in the Timeout Division. I think that it's going to be... obviously, I think that the Timeout Division is awesome. I think that the Timeout Division really shows what a lot of teams are for, which is to lead the crowd, which is to engage your crowd and to get them going. And there's a lot of schools with such great timeout game day traditions that the Timeout Division is absolutely a great way to show off your game day spirit in front of a crowd, which I think is awesome. So without further ado, in the small high school Timeout Division, let's hear it for Northwood High School. Northwood High School. Man, there was a lot of Northwood fans, which was great. So many Northwood fans. Wow, it is just blowing up everybody, man. Just a lot of Northwood fans watching, which is super cool, which is super awesome. So This is just, wow, overwhelming. So many Northwood fans. This is so great. I'm gonna take about a 2-minute break here, and we'll be back here with Silver Creek High School, which is going to be rounding out our small high school timeout division. Again, I'm going to take a couple minutes here to try to figure out maybe what the sound difficulties are. But again, in about 2 minutes, we'll have Silver Creek High School. Thanks. All right, so I'm gonna try without the headset, and let's see if that works. It's just, please let me know. Again, my apologies, I'm learning this new system also, and want to try to give you guys a great show here. So again, hopefully the sound gets better here as we maybe not use the headset. Maybe using the headset will actually be better. So we will definitely see. So let me know. Hopefully here with Silver Creek, we can hopefully hear them and you're able to hear their cheer as they do their timeout division. So without further ado, the last team in our small high school timeout division, it is Silver Creek High School. Enjoy. All right, and that was Silver Creek High School, a great tradition school down there near the Louisville area. The defending state champions actually in this division, and so always excellent timeout routine from Silver Creek High School. So right now, I just want people to comment. Are you able to hear me right now? Are you able to hear me? That's what I'm wondering. Hopefully. Hopefully you guys can hear me, so then we can hopefully get everything going here. So there's no sound right now. People, can you hear me right now? Yes, hopefully. Can anybody comment? Can they hear me? Hopefully. Again, we're just trying to know. Okay, wow. I am just trying to figure out why we're having these technical difficulties. Okay, wow, interesting. It is so weird. So it sounds like for some reason during these routines, I am not able to get the sound to you guys, but you can hear me crystal clear, which is so weird. I don't know why that is happening. So let me figure out something real quick. Maybe I can figure this out for you guys. 1 second. Let me see. I think I might have something that might work. So give me 1 minute. This might work, and hopefully it does. All right, 1 second. All right, I'm gonna try this. This might actually work. So let's see if you can hear the audio here. Please let me know. I hope this does work. And hopefully we have our audio difficulties figured out. So we're gonna play Silver Creek, and if this does work, I'll be happy to show the previous performances and get everybody in. So let's see if this works with Silver Creek's performance.
Competing with 24 members, Silver Creek High School. You may now take the floor.
And that was Silver Creek High School. I think we finally, we finally have our sound difficulties figured out. I don't know why it wasn't working, but it is working when I do it through Dropbox. So that is what I'm happy to do. I will make sure that we go ahead and show some of the teams that we had some audio difficulties with. So we are gonna re-show right now. Let's show the Panthers of Northwood High School's timeout routine with sound now, and hopefully y'all can enjoy it. And great job, Northwood Panthers. So, okay, I'm going to real quick, hopefully try to get as many teams in as we can, because I know all of you want to watch your favorite teams. And again, I apologize for the early audio difficulties, but we will get through them, I promise. And so now, let's go to Clinton Prairie High School and watch their timeout routine. Just pull them up here. Here we go, Clinton Prairie. Great job, Clinton Prairie timeout routine. All right, quickly, I'm going to go through all the middle school teams because I know some of them are probably going to bed soon, but I want to make sure everybody can hear these routines because they work so hard. And again, my apologies, but I think we now finally have our audio difficulties finally figured out. So we're going to do the junior high timeout routines real quick, and then we can move on. So first up, here we go. Here's Grimmer Middle School timeout routine.
Probably.
Grimmer Middle School, great job. And now let's show Kaler Middle School so everybody can see and hear their awesome timeout division routine. Again, I'm glad we finally got this audio difficulties figured out. I think we're rocking and rolling now. So everybody enjoy Kaler Middle School. Great job, Kaler Middle School. All right, let's keep it rolling here. Now let's check out that Silver Creek Middle School routine. Silver Creek Middle School timeout routine. Make sure that we can not only just see it, but hopefully we can hear it this time, which I think we're going to be able to. So here's Silver Creek Middle School.
Competing with 19 members, Silver Creek Middle School. You may now take the floor.
Great job, Silver Creek Middle School. And our last middle school junior high timeout team is Westfield Middle School. So let's watch them real quick with sound, and then we'll be all caught up. So again, here is Westfield Middle School. All right, and that was Westfield Middle School's timeout routine. And with that, I think we are all finally caught up, and I'm so glad we got all of the audio difficulties figured out. So it is time to move on to our large high school timeout division. So again, these high schools have 901 or more students enrolled at their school. So these are larger schools. Again, the IASP has decided to split up the timeout division for high school this year. And so starting us off in the large high school timeout division, it's the Bulldogs of Brownsburg High School, kicking off our large high school timeout division. Enjoy. And that was Brownsburg High School, our first team in the large high school timeout division. Great job, ladies. Looked great. Who let the dogs out? Loved that. That was awesome. Now let's keep it moving. We're going to Goshen, Indiana for Goshen High School. Again, large high school timeout division. Enjoy and best of luck to Goshen High School. And that was Goshen High School. Great job, Goshen. These timeout divisions, I absolutely love. This is what cheerleading is all about, and I just absolutely love the timeout division. It is so great to see these young ladies. And I saw the guy on Silver Creek Middle School and the gentleman out there just rocking the game day. That is absolutely what I just love to see. All right, we have one more team, as you probably see on the ticker down at the bottom. We have one more team in the large high school timeout division, and that is Lake Central High School. And then we'll actually talk to their coach, John Powers, after the performance to talk about how it was putting that routine together. So again, enjoy Lake Central High School timeout coming up right now. All right, that was Lake Central High School in the large high school division, and I am absolutely excited to bring in our first interview of the evening. I was very excited when some coaches said that they would like to be interviewed, so let's hear from the man himself who helped put that routine together, and that is coach at Lake Central High School. That is John Powers. John, how are you?
I'm good, Steve. How are you?
I'm great. First of all, welcome to the show. Thank you again for sending in an unbelievable timeout routine. But although I know with COVID and everything, you guys probably didn't have as much time to get it ready as normal. I mean, just talk about putting that routine together and probably the time constraints you had to get it ready by this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, thanks again for having us, and thanks for hosting such a great virtual first competition. We appreciate it. But, unfortunately, this year's been a little crazy as we all the coaches and the kids have, really just adapted very, very well to all the craziness that's been put in front of us. But, a lot of things that we did is over the summer, just really worked on a lot of basics, really got into doing a lot of individual skills. And then as we were able to start putting choreography together and start stunning and doing a lot of the things that we needed to do, things started to fall into place. We also do not only timeout, but we do traditional. So it's been a lot to get more involved with all of that. But the kids are working hard. We can't sit there and dwell on what's happened. We have to really just keep pushing forward, and excited that these kids have actually been able to actually have a season so far, which has been great. So
I agree. I mean, I think I've been seeing the Friday Night Light pictures from everybody, and that's awesome. I'm so glad that many schools are allowing that. I'm so glad about, that there's still going to be a state competition, even though it's virtual. It is something for kids to work towards. And as you said, you guys are trying to get, we're really 3 routines ready, because we'll show them later. Your JV team also is going to be competing here. And so, I mean, I don't know how you guys do it. I always say, like, high school coaches are the best. I mean, you guys have an unbelievable schedule. I mean, just kind of going forward as you like state's in about a month away, kind of what are your plans the next few weeks to really get ready for state?
Yeah. So thanks again. And it's, one thing I will say, it's really been all of the coaches and the camaraderie that we all have amongst this coaches group in the state of Indiana. So, shout out to everybody and all the hard work everybody's been able to do. And, we have lots of friends, and, being able to prepare and keep being consistent and getting in the gym, and more videos to come. That's how we will be making the adjustments we need to, videotaping throughout the week, this week at practices. Not the norm for us is bringing your uniform to practice, and we're going to videotape anytime we can, as much as we can. So just watching the kids grow, and just want to give a shout out to all the coaches out there for all the, support and, all the fun that we've been able to have, throughout the summer so far. And just a big shout out to the kids, and then Joan and myself and Haley, and, just everything that we've been able to accomplish so far, and looking forward to a great rest of the season.
Well, John, I just want to thank you again for taking a few minutes tonight to join the show and talk about your team. I know that you're a very passionate coach, and you absolutely are doing it for the right reasons. And I've always enjoyed watching LC and the growth of that program under you and Joan and Haley's direction. It's been awesome to watch. So thank you again. Good luck this evening, and we'll talk again soon, bud.
Thanks, Steve.
You're welcome.
Good luck, everybody.
John Powers, coach at Lake Central High School. Thank you again for joining. That actually rounds out our timeout division. So it is time to go, as they call the traditional routines, which is the 2.5 minute music with a cheer somewhere in it. The traditional, as they call it, competition routines. And we are going to start with our junior high division. Everybody actually was small junior high. So it is the small junior high division that everybody's in. And again, we're going to go in alphabetical order. So we're going to have Northwood Middle School, followed by Silver Creek Middle School. All right. And then rounding out our middle school division will be Westfield Middle School. So again, Northwood, Silver Creek, and Westfield Middle School coming up. And we're going to start with Northwood Middle School. And let me get them ready. And it'll be the beginning of our traditional routines. So everybody, put your hands together for Northwood Middle School.
Northwood, you may take the floor.
Great job, Northwood Middle School Panthers. Man, that was great way to start off our traditional routines. Again, small junior high division. That was the Panthers of Northwood Middle School. All right, let's keep it rocking and rolling. Up next is Silver Creek Middle School. You saw them earlier, both. You saw them earlier in the Timeout Division, and now here is their traditional routine. So again, here is Silver Creek Middle School. Enjoy.
Competing with 11 members, Silver Creek Middle School, you may now take the floor. You may begin when ready.
And that was Silver Creek Middle School. Great job. Just real quick, just want to get some shout outs out there that people have been sending in. From Kimmy, let's go SC. From Kristen, great job. Northwood, so proud. Let's go Creek. Just some really, really nice shout outs. Thank you, Kristen. This is great. This is how it should be. Let's just keep everything positive, everybody, and keep it rocking and rolling here. So we have one more team in our junior high division, and that would be Westfield Middle School. Yes, Westfield Middle School is going to be rounding out our junior high division, and let's put it together for Westfield Middle School. Enjoy.
Westfield Middle, you may begin when ready.
Westfield Shamrocks. CKS Go Rocks. Go Big Green. We are Westfield.
We are Westfield! We are Westfield! We are Westfield! Ross, let's hear you yell WMS! WMS! Ross, let's show your pride! Yell our colors are green, gold, white! Green, gold, white! Ross, together now, WMS! Green, gold, white! WMS! Green, gold, white!
WMS. Green, gold, and white.
Westfield Middle School. Great job, ladies. Some people on here showing some love. Stephanie, let's go Westfield Middle School. From Jennifer, go Westfield. This is great. Another great performance in our junior high division. All right, it is time now to move on to high school. And we're going to start with those that one day are going to be competing at the varsity level. Of course, you got to have a strong junior varsity division, junior varsity team to go into that varsity program. And so the JVs always work hard. The JVs are just as important to any program. Always got to build up that feeder program all the way from, if you can, elementary school, all the way up through middle school, all the way to high school. Definitely got to try to keep those traditions alive, and no better way than having a great program underneath the varsity. And so we actually have two great teams here in the junior varsity division. We have Carmel High School and we have Lake Central High School. So two great junior varsity teams that we're about to show here. So kicking us off, it will be the junior varsity team of Carmel High School. Good luck, ladies, and enjoy. And those were the Greyhounds of Carmel High School Junior Varsity. All right, some really, really good shout outs here. Go Carmel. Let's go girls. Way to go Hounds. I love it. This is how it should be. Go Greyhounds. So some great shout outs for the JV team at Carmel High School. And rounding out our junior varsity division are the Indians of Lake Central High School. So again, Lake Central, we talked to their coach, John, earlier. He's getting 3 teams ready with Timeout, JV, and their varsity team. So this is one of their routines. This is the junior varsity team at Lake Central High School. Enjoy.
All right, you guys ready? Let's do this. Let's go, music is on. Time to jump. Let's go.
And that was the junior varsity team at Lake Central High School. Great job, ladies. Lots of great shout outs for the Indians of Lake Central High School. So with that means we are going to be moving on to our varsity division. Yes. So we have Varsity C and Varsity A. Again, broken up by school size. So Varsity C, you have a little bit smaller schools. Varsity A is your larger schools in the state. But very excited to show the varsity teams. These teams have been working hard. I am thoroughly impressed with what these teams are able to do literally in 3 to 4 or 5 weeks max of getting a routine and putting this stuff together. Nothing but props to these coaches and these athletes and the parents out there and everybody supporting these kids to get all these things ready in such a short amount of time. So kudos to all of you. So very excited to get into our varsity division. Again, we're going to start with our Varsity C division, our Varsity C division, which is Danville High School, followed by Northwood High School, and then followed by Silver Creek High School. 3 very strong programs, very strong teams. And so very excited for you guys to watch the Varsity C division here tonight. So we're going to start it off with Danville High School. All right. Good luck, Danville. Enjoy. And that was Danville High School kicking off our varsity division. Again, in the Varsity C division, that was Danville High School. Great job, ladies. All right, we're going to keep it rolling here in the Varsity C division with the Panthers of Northwood High School. You saw them earlier in the Timeout division. All right, and here is Northwood High School's traditional routine. And we are ready to roll. Good luck to the Panthers of Northwood High School. Enjoy.
Northwood High School, you may take the floor.
Come on, guys.
And that was the Varsity C team at Northwood High School. Great job, Panthers. And we are going to be joined now with the head coach at Northwood High School, Lisa Norville. Lisa, how are you?
Hi.
Thank you for joining. I appreciate it.
This is very different, but fun.
Okay, good. I'm glad. So, I mean, just talk about just kind of the time restraints you've had in terms of obviously nothing going on in the summer and trying to get this. Really now this year, you guys are competing in the Timeout Division, also getting 2 routines ready for this year.
Was probably one of the most stressful days of my coaching career. It was rough, but fun. The girls are all here behind me, so we're watching together.
I mean, how has I guess when you walked in that day to record your videos, I mean, like you said, it's different, but I'm sure there's still at least that energy, that excitement. So kind of just, when everybody walked into the gym that day, kind of talk about what you felt and what you could see from the girls before they were about to do their routines.
They were ready. They were excited. They've worked really hard the last couple of weeks. I wasn't really concerned. They love the game day routine, but after a few takes, you want it to be perfect and you want everything to hit. And after 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks, I'm pretty proud of what they did.
Oh, absolutely. I would be too. That's crazy. Like I said, I've been just so many kudos to everybody that's just getting these routines ready in such a short amount of time. So, I mean, kind of going forward, you have about 4 weeks till state. Kind of obviously you're going to be taping a lot of routines, but kind of what's the game plan for Northwood to get ready for state?
Well, we're going to keep doing what we're doing. Obviously, we have to take time out to make videos. That takes a whole practice away, actually. But I think if they move forward from what we just accomplished, I'm pretty excited about what's to come.
Well, Lisa, they looked great. Congratulations again. Best of luck this year. And thanks again for joining me tonight.
Thank you, Steve.
That was Lisa Norville, head coach at Northwood High School. All right, we're going to round out our Varsity C division. Before that, let's do the real quick. A lot of shout outs for Northwood High School. Lots of people watching, which is great for the Northwood Panthers. Yes, they did a great job. They were awesome. And the Panthers, man, they brought it. It's another great routine in our Varsity C division. All right, we have one more team left in the Varsity C division. And it is the defending state champions. It is Silver Creek High School. The Silver Creek has, again, great traditions. You saw them earlier in their timeout routine, and this is their traditional varsity routine. So let's watch Silver Creek High School. Good luck.
Competing with 17 members, Silver Creek High School, you may now take the floor. You may begin when ready.
And that was Silver Creek High School. And I have two more guests joining me. The coaches at Silver Creek joining me here, Amanda and Jen. Ladies, can you hear me?
Hey, Steve, how are you?
I am so great. Thank you for joining me tonight, and thank you for being here. And again, as always, thank you for participating in this year's different event, as we all know. First, kind of please just talk about how this year has been for you guys. Obviously dealing with the pandemic, and like everybody, just a shorter amount of time to get your routines ready for competition season.
Sure. So I think, just like all the other coaches have said before, it's just been a slow start, and we're just really thankful and grateful for the opportunity that we have, and for, people like you putting together events like this so that we can keep things as normal as possible. We have the team over in my backyard right now for their watch party. And so we're just making a new normal and making the best of it. And just thankful, really.
I'm glad that you guys are making the most of it. I think that's all we can do right now. And I think it's very cool that you're having a watch party, and glad we got the audio difficulties figured out. So I'm glad that we're able to hear your routines. Now, if you don't mind, I know you guys took a little bit different approach in terms of getting your video ready. You treated it like a competition. You just gave them one shot. So what you saw was their one shot only, which is impressive. And we talked earlier, you said, you wanted to make it feel like a competition where they only have one shot. So kind of talk about the mindset of making that decision of just giving them that one shot like a true competition. And that was it.
I say, well, on Monday, I think it was at practice, Jen and I had talked, and I said, how are we approaching this? Are we going to be here all day, tape as many times as it takes, or are we just doing it one and done as if it was a true competition to set them up, further down the season? That's all you get is one chance, one shot. And we're not doing the best for them if we're not putting them all the way on the floor to the max. So just knowing that each week we can build off of the performance they gave today to increase each week, hopefully, to have a better performance.
We've really preached on the process. And I think for us, just really giving them the true process and seeing how they can progress week after week was important to us, just to keep it as normal as possible.
Mad respect for that decision. I know exactly the mindset that you're thinking about, just trying to, we're hoping that one day we're back to quote unquote normal, and that,
right.
It is just a one and done type of deal. You have one shot, So, going forward, you have about 4 weeks till state. Obviously you got some things to work on, but, kind of talk about your mindset going forward of getting ready for state here in about 4 weeks.
I would say our next thing is to see what score sheets come out tomorrow. And then our normal process is we take that lowest scoring score sheet, and that's where our focus of area is for that week, to how can we make that part of the routine better? What can we do? Changes, modifications, what can we add in? And just take it week by week, honestly, is our approach. So I think we'll continue with that same approach, even with it being virtually and having the opportunity to tape as many times as possible.
Well, your program has been a pleasure to watch these last few years grow, and it has become just an absolute force, and not just state of Indiana, but obviously making noise down at nationals the last few years. And so I just want to say thank you again for participating in this year's virtual event. And I wish you ladies and your athletes the best of luck going forward.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. So that was Amanda and Jen, coaches at Silver Creek High School. And we have one more team to show, and that is in our Varsity A division, and that is the Greyhounds of Carmel High School. Jam-packed routine. It was a fun routine for me to watch when I watched it earlier. So I know you guys will all enjoy it. So in the Varsity A division, please, everybody, pretend you're at a competition. Put your hands together. Start clapping. Let's hear it for the Greyhounds of Carmel High School. Wow, what a jam-packed routine from Carmel High School. Again, that's in our Varsity A division. And we have the head coach of the Greyhounds at Carmel High School, Coach Brooke Kibler, joining us. Brooke, can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
You sound great. First of all, great routine. I mean, jam-packed, and I'm sure just like I've been able to ask everybody else, I'm quite sure you didn't have as much time as normal to get that routine ready. So kind of just talk about your mindset, knowing like you just had less time to get going and get all of your routines ready.
Yeah, we tried really hard to make sure that we were staying connected with the girls, doing like virtual Zooms every week with the conditioning at home, because we knew that when we got back to practice, we were going to hit the ground running like full force. So we wanted to make sure that they were safe and they were being conditioned and trained properly to make sure that, like I said, everyone was staying safe. So definitely a year of ups and downs already with, hey, we can compete. Yay. We can see each other. Yay. You can only go to prep. Oh, just kidding. You can. So it's definitely been difficult to try to adjust everything and do that. But the girls have been phenomenal. The coaching staff is amazing. And I have a phenomenal athletic department that supports us 100%. So the culture and the mindset of the girls have been phenomenal. We have amazing leadership, and they probably took the news better than I did, honestly, with all the virtual stuff. But they've been amazing and phenomenal, and we just kind of keep pushing forward. That's what you got to do.
With about 4 weeks till state, I mean, the mindset is like, you got to get one perfect routine basically on video, right, is the mindset. So, I mean, going forward, I mean, what is your, I guess, game plan to get Carmel ready here in the next 4 weeks for state and getting that, building up towards hopefully getting that routine that you want truly full out with all the skills that you want to throw? Sure.
Well, it's kind of just mainly making sure that they can safely execute the skills that they're doing now, and we're getting scored and judged on that well. We actually had a live in-person competition today at the high school, so it was kind of fun to be able to have that different atmosphere. I know all the judges and coaches will agree with me that being in person is completely different than just at practice. You know, the first time we recorded and they were in uniform, it was just blah. So I was like, yeah, this isn't going to work. We need to find something different. So we've kind of, found our stride, and we're just going to continue to improve and work on that technique and work on our skills and cleaning things up. And just, like I said, keep moving forward. I think one of the most difficult things has been, with the pandemic, not being able to really switch anybody around with stunt groups. It's normally you're out, you're in, you're out, you're in, and it can't be like that this year. So that's definitely what has been hard for us. But like I said, the girls have been phenomenal. I have an amazing coaching staff and colleagues that I talk to in the Indiana coaching. I have texted you. I mean, it's, it's just the camaraderie, like John said, helping each other. It's been amazing.
No, I agree. It is amazing to see all the coaches really, and athletes. We're all in this same boat together where this is just, we can call it as it is. This stinks. And this is not how we want to do it, but at least there's something, and something for all these athletes to work towards and the coaches to coach towards, which is awesome. So Brooke, thank you again for taking a couple minutes out tonight to join me. I wish you the best of luck the next few weeks here as you get ready for state.
Thank you. Good luck to everyone else too.
Thanks, Brooke.
All right. Bye-bye.
And that actually concludes all of our performances for the evening. Before we get into our awards and find out where everybody placed, something I wanted to do is I actually wanted to bring in our judges, our judging panel, kind of talk about how was it judging virtually versus in person. But then also, any couple from what they've seen, any tips that they can give, any advice they can give to all the teams out there from what they've seen as they go forward and as they work towards state. So let me welcome in our judges from our competition. First, bringing in Tyrone Shelton. Tyrone, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me, Steve?
You sound great. Next up, Ashley Lux. Ashley, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Hi, Ashley.
Doing great. Doing great. Next up is Stacy Muffler. Stacy, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing great. And Deb Weiler. Deb, how are you?
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Deb.
Well, I just want to thank you all again for being here. And, as I said, I just kind of wanted to give everybody an opportunity to not just meet you guys, but to hear from a judge's perspective of things that they can work on. Because obviously, I've been there as a coach. My team's the greatest thing ever. And so I don't think they're making the mistakes that the judges see, but obviously you're the judges. And so the judges are going to see something different. But each of you, I think, will have a great perspective in terms of, well, first I want to just get your perspective of just how it was judging virtually versus in person. So I'll just go in order from the screen here. So Tyrone, if you don't mind, just kind of how was it maybe judging that first couple times and getting into it, judging videos?
I love it. I think that we can focus a little bit more on what's going on. Of course, we're focused live too, but I've done it for the past 3 years, so it wasn't really hard for me to get into it.
And then let's go to Ashley. Ashley, kind of same thing. How was it judging virtually, doing videos instead of actually going to the event and seeing them in person?
We all know that live events are amazing because you have the crowd and everybody's yelling for you, with you. But judging virtually was just fine. I actually treated it just like a normal competition where I watched it the one time, I put down my scores and kind of walked away from it. And then I came back and really tried to focus on comments for you guys. That way you had a lot since we are a month out. But I treated it like a live event one time. I didn't want to go back through and nitpick and,
So you treated it like a live event.
I sure did.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. And I told you guys, you can judge how you want. If you want to spend 20 minutes on a video, feel free. I wouldn't, but feel free. But I think that's fair also. Just judge it as you see it that one time, like you normally would. I totally understand that. Deb, for you, how was judging virtually with all the videos?
I agree with everyone. It's wonderful. I miss the camaraderie, being out there and talking to coaches. Of course, that's always my thing, is I love being able to give them feedback right there. And if they have any questions on the score sheet. So that part I missed, but then I also like it that they were in their home. And I think they felt comfortable there and they know their mat. They know their surrounding. So they went with what is, it was an advantage for each team. So it evened the playing field. Yep. And I like that. Yeah.
I actually didn't think about that, but that's a very good point. I didn't even think about that. That's a really good point. So Stacy, you actually hosted a live event this past weekend, and then helped me judge this virtual event. So kind of talk about how was that going from a live event feel to then the virtual feel?
Yeah, of course, live is always best. I think all these kids, they prefer to be live, and so do the coaches. And for me as a judge, I miss seeing the kids on the spot and their energy. For us as judges, we get just as much joy watching them and their fans as they compete. So I was similar to Ashley. I judged live, but it was nice just being able to take my time and really give some good comments and feedback. Like Deb said, really supporting coaches and athletes is what our passion is. So being able to give them more comments and not feeling like, oh, I got the next team coming up and want to stay on schedule. That's always nice that we can take our time. But yeah, I hosted, I'm the director for a conference here locally in Central Indiana. And we went live yesterday with the 7 HHC schools, and it was nice, but it was very different. And it took a lot of collaboration with athletic departments and health departments and following procedures. And so, but we made it work. And so, it was nice. It was the best we could do. So,
again, we're here with the judging panel from this competition right before we do our awards ceremony. So, the last thing I just want to ask each of you is, from the videos you've seen, and for some of you that have been able to judge some live events or maybe other things that you've seen, kind of what have you been seeing, and just maybe some tips for these athletes and these coaches that are watching going forward that can really help them get ready for state here in the next few weeks. And we'll go in order again. We'll start with Tyrone.
You can see that they haven't had very much practice time all together. I don't have kids, so from what I hear, the quarantines are just beating teams down, and that's hard to work around. They're in quarantine when they're not even sick because they're around someone that was sick. So I think that's the hardest thing that they're dealing with, and just to get around that, and hopefully they can film as many times as they want. I don't know the parameters for state as far as they are concerned, but I respect some of the coaches that are saying we're going to film it once and that's it. We're going to treat it as a live event, and that's how we're going to do it. But it's up to the coaches how they want to do it.
Ashley, same question to you. Kind of just anything that you've seen so far, just some advice that you could give teams going forward as they prepare for state.
Yeah, obviously everybody's in the same boat, and you have to go out there and do what's best for your program, what's best for your kids. As these virtual competitions are coming about, and Steve, I don't know if everybody's going to have kind of viewing shows like this, but I want to say props to you. I've been on for quite some time tonight, and this has been fantastic. You really are giving a nice live feel, even though we are in our own homes. But don't compare your routine to somebody else's. Look at the score sheet, see how your program can best benefit. Really take those judges' comments to heart. We're not writing things to be mean. We take just as much time, making sure that you guys are getting valuable comments. And then my main, advice I would give, start videotaping. Y'all don't know when half your squad's going to get wiped out this season. Mm-hmm. Start videotaping now. Just because you videotape, let's say Tuesday's practice, doesn't mean that you have to submit it for state. But what if you get down to the week before state and your team's gone? Start videotaping now. That way you are set and you're setting your kids up for success.
Well, first of all, you're welcome. I'm glad people have enjoyed it. I'm glad we finally figured out the audio difficulties. It's really stressing me out. I'm saying all these comments, I can't hear these teams. Oh, I can hear them fine. Well, I can't. I was just stressing out. I'm texting all of you, what is going, but we figured it out. I'm glad we got it figured out. So you're very welcome. So Deb, same thing to you. Just what you've seen, advice that you give teams going forward as they get ready for state.
Again, we don't know what the competition is going to look like at state. So I think everybody just needs to follow their strengths. If you find a great video, keep it. But don't burn your athletes out. Don't videotape every day. You've got to give them a break because this is so stressful. And my advice is don't forget the sportsmanship behind being a cheerleader. Reach out, coaches, network with each other, help each other out. You know, you're going to end up with somebody going out. So I think at this point is we're all in this together. We know there's going to be a winner. We don't, but being the first time ever we've had to go through this, if I've ever said anything, we're all winners right now because this is something we are in an unknown territory. We don't know what the end is going to look like right now with this competition. And so just take it. But the one thing is don't burn your athletes out. And because that's not going to make for a fun competition, not going to make for fun winners. And so again, good luck to everyone. Looked great. But you know, they're still kids and they still have school and we're going to make the best of it.
Stacy, yeah, sorry to keep making you last because then all the good answers are usually taken.
Totally fine. It gives me things I can hit on. And
had a good answer.
No, I'm glad I actually mentioned that because that was something that I talked about yesterday. Ashley, Tyrone, and Deb and I, we've been together a lot the past 24 hours. But that was something that I mentioned to coaches as, you know, I'm a principal by day. And so I'm living in this COVID world with all of these reentry plans and things for my school. And I'm seeing this firsthand every day. And for coaches, like Ashley said, videotape and get some things in your back pocket because the quarantine and the close contact for several counties is similar. And some of these kids just could be out for 2 weeks and it's not under their control. So just be very strategic in that regard. I would say I was judging cheer and jumps and obviously the timeout. And something that really stuck out to me that I think really hits home on something that I always said when I was a coach is when you're smiling in a game day or a timeout, a smile is great, but a smile is not enough for a cheerleader. And you have to move across the floor and you have to move your body. And even tonight, when the audio goes out and you see a great smile, but you have to move. You have to get the crowd's attention. You have to draw their eye to you so that they can follow your directions in your cheer. And so that's something that I've noticed virtually more so. And I've always known that, but it stuck out to me this year being virtual is use the floor, maximize the timeout time. As soon as that horn goes off, it's a basketball game. It's a tied game. The coach called timeout. Use all of that time. But I've really noticed just kind of movement on the floor and synchronization. Those things are sticking out. My one advice to coaches would be when you record, if you can get up about 6 feet. I think giving the judges 6 to 10 feet, kind of looking down, being able to see all the great formation work that you've done. You've worked so hard on that. And so if you can get up about 6 to 10 feet a little bit, it's going to give the judges a nice view. Because if you think about a state finals at Newcastle, typically we're up high. And so having that angle really helps to kind of highlight all that hard work you've done. But hands down, you guys did a phenomenal job. I had the most fun just sitting in my kitchen, watching these videos and judging. And Steve, my hat's off to you. This has been so incredible. And what a fun night for families to get together and watch. So good job.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope, and you figured out, I purposely was making the audio bad so that we could just watch them cheer. See that you figured me out. No, but I mean, very good points. I mean, such good points about just, you don't know a team, I mean, like Tyrone said, or Stacy said, like if a kid, just through contact tracing, half your team get knocked out, not even have it, and so always be recording. And I agree, just, it is hard to sell energy through a video. And so, live, like sometimes you watch a timeout routine or a team and you're like, man, that you could just feel their energy. And that's just not there this year. You're just watching through a video. And so those are some very good points. But you guys, I mean, for those that don't know, these awesome people have been judging my event for years now because they're awesome. They give great feedback. And so I just want to thank you all again for joining tonight. And I hope you enjoyed it. And thanks again for judging another great competition for me.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Good luck, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Good
guys.
luck, everybody.
All right. Those were our judges. Some great pieces of advice. for you guys going forward. You will be getting your score sheets. If not tonight, definitely by tomorrow. They will all be Excel score sheets, and you will get it all broken down with all the comments, the scores, and everything. And so you'll be able to really take that advice that these judges give you and make your routine as best as possible as we get ready for state championships. So with that being said, it is time for awards, technically awards, I guess we could call it an awards ceremony. Again, no trophies this year, but we will be offering discounts for next year's event. So top 3 teams will get a discount for next year's event. And then our 2 grand champions, our Timeout Grand Champion and our Varsity Grand Champion will get free admission to next year's event. So some money on the line for everybody going into next year. And I'm quite sure as everybody, budgets matter. So every dollar matters that you can save going forward. So with that, it is time to do our award ceremony. I put something together, so I hope it works. And then let's see here. Where did it go? Oh, now I know. There we go. Ah, there it is. Award ceremony. There we go. All right. It is time for awards. First up is our middle school timeout division. In 4th place was Westfield Middle School. Good job, ladies. In 3rd place was Grimmer Middle School. Grimmer Middle School, great job. In 2nd place was Kaler Middle School, which means our winners in the middle school timeout division. Silver Creek Middle School, great job, Silver Creek Middle School, winners of our middle school timeout division. All right, our small high school timeout division. In 3rd place, Clinton Prairie High School, great job, Clinton Prairie. In 2nd place, Northwood High School, good job, Northwood High School, which means our winners, small high school timeout, Silver Creek High School. Good job, Dragons of Silver Creek, small high school timeout winners. In our large high school timeout division, large high school timeout. 3rd place, Goshen High School in 3rd place. In 2nd place, Brownsburg High School. Great job, Brownsburg, which means our winner. 1st place, large high school timeout. Great job to Lake Central High School, Lake Central Indians. Good job. All right, in our junior high division, 3rd place, Northwood Middle School. Great job from the Panthers of Northwood Middle School. In 2nd place, Westfield Middle School. Great job to Westfield, which means our winners, Silver Creek Middle School. Great job to Silver Creek Middle School. Winners, junior high division. In our junior varsity division, in 2nd place was Carmel High School. Carmel High School, which means our winner for junior varsity was Lake Central High School. Great job, Lake Central JV. In Varsity A, our winners, great performance from Carmel High School. Carmel High School, great job. All right, saved Varsity C for last, and here's the reason why. Less than 3 points separated 1st to 3rd place. Yes, tight division, very tight division. In 3rd place, Danville High School. Great job, Danville. In 2nd place, Silver Creek High School. Silver Creek High School in 2nd, which means our winners for Varsity C, the Panthers of Northwood High School. Congratulations, Northwood High School, on the win. All right, grand champions, full paid bid to next year's event. Our timeout grand champions, highest score overall goes to Silver Creek High School. Great job, Silver Creek. Silver Creek High School timeout, our grand champions. And our varsity grand champions. Varsity grand champions, highest overall score of the night goes to the Greyhounds of Carmel High School. Carmel High School with an excellent routine. I was blown away with the stuff that was thrown by these teams. So congratulations to our grand champions, Carmel High School, getting the full paid bid to next year's event. So thank you all again for joining. I really hope you all had a great time. I hope you had enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoyed everything. I'm glad we were able to get everything figured out in regards to the audio difficulties. This link will be up, so if anybody did miss it, they weren't able to watch live, feel free to give them the link and they'll be able to watch it at another time. So thank you all again for doing the first ever Spirit Up Virtual Cheer Championships. I hope you enjoyed it. And just one more time, because I thought that they did such a great job. Here's the intro video that I'll use as an outro video. So stay healthy, everybody. Stay safe. And again, you should be getting judges' scores tonight or tomorrow. Thanks.
4, 3, 2, 1. Spirit Up Cheer Championship. Go. Oh yeah, we in the lead. We way too fast, they do the dash and still not up to speed. Spirit Up. Oh yeah. Cheer Championship. Let's go. Let's go at night. Let's go at night. Let's go at night. You're live in 5, 6, 7, 8.